Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living weekly live broadcast. Today is Sunday, September 19th of 2021. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives to create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world. We create a sustainable environment and a peaceful world when we align with the all that is and bring our bodies, our hearts, our minds, our souls into that alignment and live according to that ultimate soul purpose. And that's what we're going to talk about today, the ultimate soul purpose. I've been talking a lot about aligning with divine purpose, attuning your body to align with your divine purpose, and a lot around that topic lately. Prior to that, I was talking about ascension and preparing for ascension. This all fits together. And as some of you know, my father a week ago had an emergency surgery, and he's still in the hospital. He's doing very well. He's recovering more remarkably than anyone half his age. And he will be 99 in 4 weeks. So he's doing great, amazingly well. And I want to thank you all for your well wishes. Now, that said, he should be coming home any day this week. And I didn't want to be in the middle of that live 5-day program when he comes home, because I want to be available to support him in his homecoming and his recovery. So I've decided to postpone that course, and I'll just stay tuned for the new dates that'll be coming. That was a free course, Align with Your Divine Purpose. And this is an exercise in aligning with the divine timing for aligning with your divine purpose. But everything that I've been doing, well, every week, but specifically over the last couple of months, it has been helping to tune in, tap into that divine spark inside, align with that which gives you life force and breath. And today we're going to take it a step deeper. And I'll tell you where this originated. I had a call from one of the beloveds of our community, of our what is this called? This is the Community for Conscious Living. Yes, from our Community for Conscious Living community. And it was someone who is ill with the virus, and he's recovering, but his father, also ill with the virus, might not recover. And he was faced with a lot of questions. And we spoke and got into some deep topics about existence and afterlife and all of those things that we question when we're faced with the possibility of leaving the physical body. And it ended up being such a beautiful conversation that I thought, with so many people exiting the planet at this time, exiting the physical body, probably a better way to put it, but spirit leaving the physical body, and a lot of people transitioning to other forms of existence, shall we say. I think this question comes up for a lot of people, so I thought it would be a good one for us today. So I'm going to share with you the Sufi perspectives on it, as well as my own beliefs and the experience that I have of it. And we'll do a meditation that will help us to, as I said earlier, take it deeper. Take it deeper into the realm of our experience, where we can get it and begin to you can experience your own version of it through practicing it for yourself, practicing this meditation that is designed to dissolve the veils of separation between this life and the life beyond this life. So let's go ahead now and come into our prayer and healing circle. Let's come together in our circle, sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we come to you, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. And just bring yourself to be in this circle, facing toward the center of the circle. All of your senses, your heart center, your belly space, bring everything to face into the center of our circle. And just imagine, perceive in whatever way you do, feel, sense this stream of pure divine light streaming into the center of our circle. Just feel this light coming in and turn all of your being to face this light. And just imagine the intensity and the power, the warmth, the heat, the rays of this light, and the magnificence of this light. Just imagine this radiating and meeting all of your being, meeting your physical senses, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your skin, all of the pores of your skin, and all of the senses that you feel at the edge of your skin. Just let all of this be met with this pure divine light. And let's take a full and gentle breath in. And as you exhale, just exhale, blow out any of the blocks, barriers, the resistance that you have to, I want to say that you have to your outer experiences of this material realm. Let them just step aside for this moment and allow this light to come in. I believe at our core we don't have a resistance to the light. We don't have a resistance to the unconditional love. We don't have a resistance to the essence of our original existence, of our source. We don't resist that because that is who we are. It's the outer barriers that we've built up since we've been in body on planet Earth experiencing this life in this material realm. We build up resistance based on that, but our true inner selves, our true divine selves, do not have a resistance to the light. So invite those outer resistances to just step aside for the moment and allow that light to come in and touch the reality of your divine essence that is the truth within you, the true you inside. And you can breathe this light into the center of your physical body. Just inhale and let this light come in. Breathe into the center of your physical body. And as you exhale, just relax and release the barriers, the blocks, the tension, the inner tension. Let yourself just release and let that go. There is actually a meme I posted on Instagram today that is a quote from one of my teachers, Rosina Fauzia Arawi. And it says, our physical tensions reflect our inner tensions. Their roots may be found in repressed feelings and unsolved conflicts. There is no physical exercise which can solve the cause of such conflicts or neuroses, yet the movements can help you become aware of the tensions in your body and break away from the never-ending circle of thoughts. So movement, breath, sound vibration, all of these things create movement inside your physical body and can help you to release, become aware of the tensions in your body and release them, and it can break you free from the circle of thoughts that we sometimes get caught up in. So let your breath give movement to your body. And you can give an audible as you exhale, like inhaling in the light on Nur. Nur is a sacred sound code, divine name for divine light. That is the manifestation, embodied light, divine light. Nur, and breathe that into your body to be embodied. And as you exhale, you can just give a sound and let the vibrations move through your body. Let the breath actually open up your rib cage and your lungs and give movement to your physical being. And if your body wants to give even more movement, some gentle flow and movement to your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your head, your belly, your hips, your pelvis, your legs, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Just let your body have some gentle movement. And let your breath move you. Let the sound vibrate through your fluid within your body, as your body is 70% water. And let the vibration, the breath, the movement, let it release the tensions from your physical body. And with each inhale, let more and more of that light come into your core, coming in through your breath and into your lungs, absorbing into your oxygen, circulated throughout your entire body, through your bloodstream, delivering this vibration of pure divine light to every cell. And if you feel tension anywhere in your body, if you notice it, just let yourself bring your breath into that place, bring sound vibration into that place, bring gentle movement into that place, so that this divine light, pure divine light, can reach every part of your body. Let it reach every part of your body. And exhale with And coming to the center of our circle. Again, let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of your unconditional love. And let's feel or perceive in whatever way you do. Sense this unconditional love streaming into the center of our circle. And to breathe in that vibration of pure divine light and unconditional love. Feel your rib cage expand and your lungs expand. And as you exhale, bring your heart center to face toward the center of our circle. That funnel of energy that extends from the front of your heart space, let it extend toward the center of our circle. And let it become a breathing portal for you. So as you inhale through your heart center, inhaling in this vibration of pure divine light and unconditional love. An-Nur al-Wadud, the sacred name for the divine light, is An-Nur, Nur, the light, An-Nur, Nur. The sacred sound code and name, divine name for the unconditional love is Al-Wadud. Wadud. The all-encompassing embodied existence of the reflection of Source. Wadud. So breathe that in through your heart center and let it move all the way through your heart, through that heart center, through that funnel, and let it pour all the way into the core of your body. And when I speak of the core of your body, I'm referring to that core energy that runs through the top of your head and all the way along through the front of your spine and all the way through your body and through your base. You are that place where earth and spirit meet through your physical body, where spirit, that energy comes through the top of your head and meets with the earth and merges in your physical body. This life force giving electricity to your physical form, giving consciousness to your body and to your mind, giving breath of life to your physical existence. And inhale in that divine light and unconditional love through your heart center, as the heart is a portal to connecting with that universal cosmic all that is. And another full gentle breath, breathing everything into your core. Then as you exhale, drop down and land into your pelvic bowl. Let yourself land into your hips, landing in your pelvic bowl. And as you drop into your pelvis, just let yourself land. Let yourself land and feel your presence in your belly, in your hips, in your base. Feel your presence. And just let your belly be full and really come to rest into this space with you. Sometimes we carry so much tension in the belly that it doesn't really get a chance to land and be present with us in the space that we occupy. Like fully present. Let it have its weight. Let it have its fullness. All of those things we resist in the belly because we're so programmed to want to have a flat belly and not have any weight to it. So just let it land here. Let it have fullness. Let it have weight. Let it sit into your pelvic bowl and be full. And let it face into the center of our circle. And again, let's call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of your eternal compassion. And just feel this vibration of compassion fill the entire virtual space of our circle, our space. And let your belly come to rest in this ocean of eternal compassion. The eternal compassion is the ocean that contains all of this existence. And this vibration of compassion permeates all of the existence that it contains. And the divine name for this ocean of compassion is our Rahman, 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 Ya Rahman. O eternal compassion, Let's call on Ya Rahman, O eternal compassion. In the Sufi teachings, this Rahman, compassion, is the first emanation from the singular solo God consciousness at the time of creation. The first thing that emanate from the God consciousness itself is Ar-Rahman, the ocean of compassion, and everything that was created from that point forward that was brought into existence is contained in that ocean of compassion. And the Rahman, the name for womb, also comes from the same root as Rahman. And the Rahman is the womb that contains the entirety of our existence, as we are all cells of one body in one cosmic womb of this creation, the entire existence. And there is no separation between any. Rahman, broken into sound codes, is Ra, the ray of light, and the H, Rah, is the breath of spirit, and the is the fluid existence, the Ma is that potential of the fluid existence, and the N at the end, is into manifestation. So from the ray of light through the breath of spirit into the fluid existence and into manifestation. This is the name of the eternal compassion. This is the name of the womb through which all of existence comes into being. And this is the name of the womb of the female also, of the female of the species that gives birth. This is what you contain inside your body. This is what our animal female friends contain inside their body. This is a sacredness of the feminine throughout our planet for all species, for all of life form. Ar-Rahman, this is the ocean of compassion, the womb that contains us all as one body. So let yourself rest into this ocean of eternal compassion, breathing in that divine light and unconditional love, and resting into and absorbing into your entire being, into every cell of your being, this vibration of eternal compassion. The ultimate soul purpose and ultimately in the teachings of the Sufism, in the belief of the Sufi teachings, the ultimate soul purpose. Everyone is created from this divine reality, this divine essence. This time on this planet Earth, we exist in this divine, what's called in the Sufism, the pre-eternity, the world of the pre-eternity. We exist in that world of pre-eternity as a soul, as an emanation of our God consciousness, coming into, individuating into a soul before we come into the physical body. The soul is breathed into the physical body when the physical body is being formed in the womb. And it's interesting that, you know, in some beliefs they say at about 40 days that the soul, so it's about 7 weeks, that the soul is breathed into the physical body. But interestingly, there is a time, you know, that, oh boy, I'm saying, oh boy, because I'm wondering how much of this do I want to get into right now. It's really, really fascinating and interesting. But the portal of spirit coming into the integration with the physical body is through the heart. And the name of the heart in Arabic is qalb, which means to turn. And when the fetus is in development, the heart originally is one long tube. It's just one vessel, one straight long vessel. And within the development, there is a turning and turning and turning of this vessel until it twists and folds and forms like like when you twist a band and then you bring it together and it kind of folds up and curls up inside itself as it spirals, and you bring the ends together, it folds up. Well, the heart actually does that in the body during the time of the development, and it folds up and forms the vessel of the heart. And the heart actually forms into its shape and has the muscular support of its shape actually at 120 days. And I say that's interesting because in the Sufism, there's, in different disciplines of faith, some believe that the soul is in the body at 40 days. Others believe 120 days. So I found that interesting to find in the fetal development that you have the vessel of the heart starting to take its shape at 40 days and actually coming into its musculature formation at 120 days. So just one of those interesting facts where spirituality and science come together, and in terms of the integration of spirit into physical body. And I find those things fascinating. So thank you for bearing with me on that. I hope you find it fascinating too. So the spirit comes into physical form when we are in the body. And as we are in body and born into this world, and that umbilical cord from the womb, the umbilical cord that attaches us to the womb, which everything is a microcosm of the macrocosm. The Rahman is the womb of all of creation. The Arham is the womb of the female. And the body that is being formed in the female, that breath of spirit is breathed into that fluid existence for manifestation while that body is in the womb. And when that body is born from the womb into its own individual existence, that umbilical cord is cut. And we begin to forget that place of oneness inside the womb, that connection with the all that is that we know when we're in the womb. And I'll tell you another story. This girl that I worked with, and some of you have heard this, but it's so relevant here. A girl that I worked with several years ago, at the time she was 6.5 years old, and she remembered, she hadn't forgotten what most of us forget. She remembered being in the womb. And she said that she liked being in the womb because when you're in the womb, you can go back and ask questions. Like when you get scared, you can go back. And her mom said, "Really? You got scared? Well, what happened?" And she says, "Well, Mom, you get to see everything. You get to see everything. And they show you a movie of your whole life before you come here." And Mom says, "Really? And it's scary?" She says, well, can you change it if you don't like it?" And she said, "No, Mom, it's not like that. You see, God has it all worked out, and you have to come here. It's like going to school, and you have lessons that you have to learn." And she says, "Really?" She says, and then her mom says, "Well, do you remember the movie?" And this is the priceless part. She says, "No, Mom, that would be like going on a treasure hunt when you already know the treasure. So you don't remember the movie, but you are completely connected. You were breathed into this physical body from breath of your spirit, breathing your emanation of God consciousness, your soul, into the physical body. And you're here on this planet from the pre-eternity, right? Eternity is just a time, and I mean, this refers to the time and space realm, right? It's relative to the time and space realm. Eternity means what is beyond this time and space realm, right? It is what it is when you're there. When you're here, this is the time and space realm where we perceive, wow, what is eternity? It's what's beyond here. So you come from this pre-eternity into this finite realm where you begin to experience life through a reduced dimensionality, where you're perceiving through your physical senses, and you have your intuition, and you still have your heart, but you go through a period of forgetting. And in that period of forgetting, you're forgetting your connection with all that is, which is a part of what you have to do to learn about what you're here to learn in this realm. And to know yourself, to know love, to know the truth of the divine existence through this narrowed lens, where time and space is relevant, and you can learn through contrast and comparison. And during this time, as not every being, I don't believe everyone gets to a point. We all play a role, and a role in the perfection of the divine orchestration. But there may be a time in your life, and if you're here, there's probably been a time in your life where you have a spark inside of you that wakes up and says, I know there's something more to this than just the 3D material world of what we're going through here. There's got to be more. This is the truth of you tapping your heart, tapping you on the heart and saying, it's time for you to experience a divine reality beyond your physical time and space, beyond your experience of the 3D. That has been there inside of you all along and is still there, and it wants you to awaken. And I'm sure you've heard the phrase, die before you die. Like, the dying means awaken. Awaken before you awaken, actually, in the Sufi realm, in the Sufi teaching, because that other time, the time in the pre-eternity and the time beyond this time and space realm, is the time of being awake. And they actually consider the time that we're here the time of being asleep. So here, sometimes they say, die before you die. It's also said, awaken before you awaken. Awaken now before you leave this physical body and the physical realm, to know the truth of your existence and the divine reality while you are here in physical form. And we can, I believe, while we're here in physical form, we have the opportunity to unveil and unveil and unveil more and more of the things that the beliefs, let me say that a little bit better, the beliefs that we take on while we're here on this, in this realm and in this material body, and as we observe and relate to the world through our senses and through our physical experience, we take on beliefs that become veils to the truth that is inside of the core of your being. But the truth, your core light, your core of unconditional love, your core life force is still there, and it's intact, and it knows everything. It is breath of spirit breathed into your physical form to be here embodied, to have an experience of itself through your existence, through your presence, which is why it's important for you to live fully in your existence and to know yourself through your presence in this physical body on this 3D earth. This is breath of spirit living an expression of itself through you. And by design, you've had many things that cover over this truth inside of you, but you can be here and now and allow these veils to be lifted from your existence so that you can experience consciously more and more of the inner reality, the inner truth, the divine essence within you. And you can be the divine essence having an experience of itself in this lifetime, in this life space, in this life force. And this then is like the awaken before you awaken. And then when you do leave the physical body, you return to the unconstricted world or the less constricted world, and you have that broader experience again. But one of the opportunities that we have while we're here in physical body in this constricted space is to learn about and experience as much as we can of the divine reality right here and right now. Okay, so let's take a deep breath and let that settle. And again, breathe in that pure divine light, that unconditional love, the eternal compassion. Breathe it in through your heart center all the way into the core of your body, where that divine essence, that core of divine essence lives. And let this outer touch the inner and awaken the inner. Increase the vibration of the inner. Let the inner light and love and compassion at the core of your being awaken and vibrate and have breath and movement and intensity. And let the core of your being experience itself. You breathe that in. Let yourself have that experience. And just invite any of these outer veils that are ready to go. There are a lot of things that we just kind of like stick to us that aren't ours. I've been in the last week visiting my dad in the hospital every day. And I come home and I do my little clearing to any of the stuff that might have, just attached or stuck in some way to my field. I want to clear those out every day. So just go ahead and just call directly on your source. Because one of the things is, that we're often led to believe is that we have an intermediary between us and God. There are people who have been farther than we've been who can guide us and help us, who can see things beyond what we can see. But only you can know your inner reality. And you, from your inner reality, from the depths of your heart, as my teacher used to talk about, from the deep sincerity within the depth of your heart, you from that place can call out directly to your source and call on your source from the depth of your heart. And that call is heard and responded to. So when you just imagine yourself face to face with your source, call from the depth of your heart with sincerity and ask for that help to release anything from your field that is not yours, that you don't need to be hanging on to. And even the stuff that is yours that you don't need anymore, that's serving absolutely no purpose, just stuff that is ready to be decluttered, just let it go. And ask your source. And the source can send intermediaries, angels, healers, helpers, guides to clear the space and to bring the lifting of the veils and the decluttering of the space and any help that we need. And just allow that to be lifted. And there is a divine name that I like to call on. I promise you I would share with you my favorite meditation that I love to do in the mornings, especially in that time, that 4 a.m. time frame, just before dawn. 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 4 a.m. time fr That is the time where the veils are the thinnest and the door is open for moving between the realms, and all kinds of beautiful insights and healings and things can come in during that time. So if you are so inclined, I invite you to set your alarm and wake up during that time and experience that traveling back and forth. And just see what kind of insights drop in for you, and wisdom, and see what wants to be unveiled. And the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, I'm going to share with you one of the divine names, which is Ash-Shahid, and it means the witness. The divine name is Ash-Shahid, Shahid, and it means the witness, the one who perceives, the observer. In the divine name Ash-Shahid, and Ash at the beginning just means the. In the divine name Ash-Shahid, the witness, the one, God, Allah, acts as a witness to his own existence. It is this act of witnessing that nourishes our conscious and awareness and elevates us to higher spheres of our being. It is this act of witnessing that nourishes your consciousness and awareness and elevates you to higher spheres of your being. God meets you in your thoughts, your feelings, your body, your dreams, and in everything around you. Everything bears witness to the divine existence. Ash-Shahid transforms you into a witness, and makes you aware of your divine presence, thus transforming your whole being into a symbol. And everything around you becomes a symbol of God's beauty and shows you the glory of your true nature. We need not have much knowledge about ourselves to attain self-awareness and witness our innate truth. I'm going to say that directly to you. You need not have much knowledge about yourself to attain self-awareness and witness your innate truth. You need but to engage, to melt with your true self, to penetrate into the core, and to unite inwardly. I'm going to let that be for this moment. So you need but to engage, to melt with your true self, to penetrate into your core, and to unite inwardly. So let's call on the divine name of Ash-Shahid. Ya Shahid. Ya means O. Ash means the. Ya Shahid. And this is the divine witness. It is the divine that turns you into a witness that then witnesses itself through you. And just imagine, just kind of, again, take that deep breath into your body and all the way into your core. And as you exhale, drop down and land into your pelvic bowl. Land into your pelvic bowl. And rest in the center of your body and be the witness at the center of your body. And from here, call on Ash-Shahid, Ya Shahid, the witness. And just notice in your body, notice those places. You can sometimes feel the veils that are covering over. They may show up like the tension in the body. As I talked about the physical tensions earlier, or places of constriction, places where energy is not necessarily flowing freely. Those places that maybe we don't even have an awareness of or sense, that we've kind of blocked ourselves off to or from. So notice that inner tension, any of those places, and just let Ash-Shahid, that witness, let that come and just meet those places in you and allow yourself to be witnessed. And you don't have to, as you're being witnessed, as you allow these places to be witnessed, you don't have to know what they are consciously. You don't have to be able to see them or understand them at all. Just let the light of the witness itself, the divine witness, touch those places, and let the mountain of that existence be crumbled and be dissolved and dissipate from your body. This will help to unveil your inner from your outer, if you will, or unveil you from the truth of your existence. You know, there's in the prophets, the prophet Moses is the only one that God actually came to in a physical form to speak to directly. And God came to Moses through the burning bush, if you recall, and spoke to Moses through the burning bush. And Moses said, God, I want to see you. Why can't I see you? And to paraphrase, God said basically, well, because if you see me, you will burn up. And he said, look over there at that mountain. I will show myself to that mountain. And when God showed himself to that mountain, the mountain crumbled. So as you call on Ash-Shahid, the witness, just think of those places inside yourself that hold that tension. And again, you don't have to know what they are. You don't have to relive anything. Just allow them to be witnessed. And as they are ready, as they are met with the vibration of Ash-Shahid and the witness of the divine witnessing itself, allow it to be witnessed and allow that witness as it comes to it to dissolve the mountain of its existence and let it crumble, let it dissolve, let it dissipate, let it release from your body. As ultimately, the ultimate soul purpose is to return to this knowing inside of ourselves and to live in the divine, exquisite, love-filled experience of this inner realm. This is the ultimate soul purpose. And when we really, really, really dissolve into this, it's like this is the space of unconditional love. This is the space of connection and oneness with all that is. And this is ultimately the place where we want to be, where the soul longs to return to. So allow yourself, all parts of yourself, to be witnessed by the divine witness, Shahid. And let yourself be a witness to the witnessing. So that as this ultimate witness, the knower, the healer, the truth, touches those places of you that are attached to this 3D realm, this world of illusion, those illusions can be dissolved and released and dissipate from your body. and you can return and dissolve into this ocean of Rahman, the ocean of the eternal compassion. It's ultimately to be returned to that oneness with the all that is, and absorbed into this essence of the God consciousness, and to be flowing in this ocean, moved by divine breath, in flow and in harmony with the all that is. Just feel that at the core of your being as best you can, and allow Shahid, the divine witness, to witness all of those places in your body that hold that physical constriction and tension, or the emotional, it's all tied together. When we hold on to that emotional constriction, it creates a physical constriction to keep it contained. So just let all of it be gently met by Shahid, Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid. Just let all of it be met. And let the witness shine its presence, its essence onto those places, and invite those places to just open themselves and be witnessed, and allow that light of source to crumble the mountain of the existence of the physical resistance, if you will, the existence of the veils, and allow them to dissolve and to dissipate, to release from your body. And as they do, just let yourself rest deeper and deeper into the inner existence, the core existence of your divine essence within. Shahid, 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 Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid, Ya Shahid. Just drop deeper into the core of your physical body, deeper and deeper into the center, resting there and witnessing as these veils are released, and you can be present with the core of your divine essence, and let that divine essence expand to fill the space of your physical body as this resistance, the veils, are released. So as the veils are released, let this core of your divine essence expand to fill that space, so that you are coming to live more and more present and connected with your truth, your divine essence, your inner core, your core light, your core existence. And I want to read one other thing from my teacher's book, Music of the Soul. This is about traveling in the ship of safety. Traveling in the ship of safety. This is a story about a boat ride across a great sea, so great that there are within this sea many seas. To know what is the nature, form, and substance of the ship of Noah, which can carry one across all the waters, it is important to quickly discover the nature of this boat, to get in it and to ride, because turbulent waters cover the face of the earth today as they did in the time of Noah. May God's peace and blessings be upon him and all who follow the straightness of his way. This ship, which can carry us through stormy waters of this world to the opposite shore of God's peace and promise, is the surrender to the will of God. This surrender is a jewel of holy wisdom and mercy transmitted from the Most High through the agency of his prophets and messengers. Being such a jewel from on high, it bears many facets and dimensions within it. As one surrenders more and more deeply, more facets and dimensions of the jewel reveal themselves. One's perception of the nature of the ship and the water through which it passes transforms. So as you travel more and more in this ship, and you surrender more and more deeply to this witness and being witnessed as a divine expression witnessing itself in this realm, more and more facets and dimensions of the jewel reveal themselves. The nature of the ship and the water through which it passes transforms. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. One moves by faith through an ocean of faith. So by your faith, you move through this ocean of faith. Then your vehicle transforms again, and when knowing is awakened by the power of faith, your knowing is awakened by the power of your faith, and you travel through a sea of knowledge. Your knowledge is reflected back to you by everything you travel through. When your knowledge realizes the holy light that is hidden within it, your vehicle transforms again into illuminated wisdom, the illuminated wisdom of God. In this ship, one can cross every sea and reach the opposite shore. But in truth, there is no destination for the voyager in the ship of the illuminated wisdom, because just as the shore is light, so the ocean is the light of God, and the ship and the traveler himself. All are light, and there is no difference between one manifestation and another, because the forms are there only as a pretext. In reality, everything is of the nature of the light of God, and nothing else exists. This is the ultimate desire of the soul. The ultimate purpose of the soul is to know this existence, the truth of our existence, and to subsist, to be, and to dissolve into this knowing, to become, as Gandhi said, become the truth that you wish to see in this world, that you wish to be in this world. Allow the veils of illusion to dissolve here and now in this physical form, because you are that existence from pre-eternity, and you will leave this body and return to that existence, but that existence still exists. You are that existence. That is the truth of who and what you are. That is what we ultimately desire to return to within ourselves. So I invite you to perhaps incorporate this short meditation we did today with Ash-Shahid, calling on the witness, the divine witness, to witness the light within you, to witness itself as it expresses and exists within you, to witness the veils that you have accumulated throughout your life and dissolve the mountain of the ego existence, so that you can be more and more of divine, embodied, and witnessing and expressing itself through your own being as you travel through this very short and temporary existence in physical body, physical form on 3D Earth. You still are that light. Now breathe that in. Take a deep breath in. Inhale it all the way into your core, the place in you that knows truth. Receive and let it land. The truth will only receive what is true for you, because that is your essence that cannot be tainted, if you will. Okay. And with that, I want to open up for discussion and Q&A. I'm going to end the recording. So for those of you listening to the recording, you're welcome to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. To join us live, go to joyfullylivingwellness.com. joyfullylivingwellness.com. You'll find the information there for joining the call. You can join by computer or by phone. You can participate in the Q&A or discussion when you join us live. And while you're at the website, pick up your copy of the 10 Spiritual Principles of Our Human Existence. It's a one-sheet that gives you just a reminder of the truth of who and what we are and why we're here and what this world is about. And it comes with a 15-minute guided meditation that you can download and use as a part of your daily practice to help you to connect with this divine light, unconditional love, and eternal compassion that is the core essence of your being at the core of your body, and to move through this world through that reality, the truth of the pre-existence and where you will go beyond this existence and where you can live even now during this time and space realm within your own self. All right. So I invite you again to join us live on Sundays. I'm ending the recording now and opening up for the Q&A. Thank you very much.